What's going on, workforce? Brian here, and today we're talking about Nintendo and what they can do to just continue this just groundbreaking swell of, I guess, awesome news, awesome sales, and really just great perception overall with the gaming community. Obviously, there's still issues when we talk about Nintendo. Anything I put up with YouTube and them, there's always this trepidation that I have with them with that. But without further ado, let's dive into my top 5. Okay, so I say top 5, but really there's an honorable mention out there, and that's just games. If Nintendo can keep up this pace of releasing at least one really big game, doesn't have to be first party or even exclusive, to their platform every month, wow. I mean, we don't really know what this year is going to unfold, and that's why there's just kind of this bated breath. There's this anticipation bordering on overexcitement. I probably counsel everybody to make sure you try to keep your expectations low, because you're only setting yourself up for failure. Nintendo's not going to come out in January and cure every problem or grant every wish we have for the system. And if they do, yay, that's great. Everybody wins in that case. But when they don't, typically there's always this like, oh man, they didn't add in 1,000 gigs of RAM to the system. Well, yeah, I think that was a long shot. But anyway, if they can continue to make and continue this pace for games itself, I think we're going to be looking at just an outstanding year for games on the platform as a whole. So that's why it's honorable mention, because it's not a specific game that I think falls in that category. Specific games are high on the list here. And I'm sure if you guys know me at all, I'm sure you can guess what they are, but I'd love to know yours as well. So be sure to sound off in the comments below and let's have that conversation. So number 5, a 2D Mario game. Be it Mario Maker or any real 2D Mario game, this could even fall into the category of a virtual console. I play this system a lot with Maddie, and on the 3D she loves Mario, but at the same time she's still only 3.5. There is a natural skill gap that exists there. She plays the 2D Marios that we have on the 3DS, and I'd love to be able to sit back with her and play a 2D Mario game on the Switch itself. I don't know what one, I don't honestly at this point care. Just any 2D Mario game that they can release for the Switch, big win. Number 4, Project Octopath Traveler. They've said it's coming in 2018, and if you guys have not seen this game, if you have not experienced this game, you can go download it on the Switch right now, at least the demo version of it, and enjoy it. The art style for this thing is so amazing that I really want to see them remake Final Fantasy VI. Heck, all the previous Final Fantasies before 7 would, I think, just benefit from this kind of 2D HD treatment that they've done here. The music is substantial. It is just this great experience. I've actually played the demo a lot. I've even streamed it, and people are like, what is this? It has this power to be something big. Now, whether it ends up being a Final Fantasy title officially, whether it ends up being a Bravely Default, or it ends up bringing a brand new IP, whatever they end up doing with it, it really is hitting on those notes. And if you're a classic JRPG fan like myself, I think this is going to resonate with you. I just can't wait to find out more. I can't wait to know more about this game. It still has that project in front of it, so I don't know if it's just going to become an Octopath Traveler and that becomes its own IP, or if they're going to brand it Final Fantasy here, at least in the United States. Either way, it shouldn't be missed. This game coming out this year, again, totally amazing. Number 3 is a Smash Brothers. A lot of players have said this. Anybody who really skipped the Wii U generation, like myself, who really didn't connect with the Wii generation, I think it's just really been, missing. Like the last real Smash Brothers that I got invested in was Melee, and I heard a lot of really good things about the latest Smash that came out on the Wii U, but it just felt like I couldn't make that investment into that platform at the time. So why not just bring it back? Now, they could always do a brand new one. Honestly, at the end of the day, they just have all these great games on the Wii U that are kind of just orphaned there, so there's no reason why they can't pull the Mario Kart 8 and bring it back. That's not to say they can't do an updated version. That's not to say that later down the road in the Switch's lifetime, that they can bring in a new version of Smash. But I think being able to release Smash as either a big holiday hit, but even better would be sometime in the spring as just this awesome game and save some brand new IP like they did with Mario Odyssey for the winter. So it's like you can kind of backfill Sometimes maybe these a little quieter months with a big title to really generate a lot of excitement or what have you. Now, let's say they don't redo the Wii U Smash. Well, again, we still don't know anything about the Virtual Console, but you could think about Melee. You could think about any of these ports, the Wii U port in and of itself, or, excuse me, not a Wii U port, but a Wii, because they had Brawl on the Wii in and of itself. So I keep saying in and of itself. I am so excited for a Smash Brothers game on this platform. It all really just connects and it comes together and it brings so much joy, and they've been able to bring in so many different franchises into it. Again, I'd love to play as Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. That was DLC included in the Wii U Smash. That again, I'm just sitting here on the sidelines going, all right. Anyway, number 3 is Smash Brothers, and man, if it comes out this year, I'm going to be a happy camper. Okay, number 2, a Pokemon RPG. Whether they do a Sun, Moon, XY, and up port of an old classic game, I don't care. I really enjoy, obviously, the Pokemon games. I really got into them with my brother when we were kids, and I haven't played them in a while. Now, I have a version on my 3DS, but the biggest problem and why I prefer the Switch over the 3DS is just comfort and playability. Being able to play with a Pro Controller here at the computer, or on a TV, or pick this up and thinking to go and take it with me wherever we end up. That in and of itself is so much more comfortable than the 3DS. And so I find myself struggling. I have a couple of games that I haven't finished on the 3DS, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I'd rather have these on the Switch. That's just where I end up going with a lot of these options and these choices. It's just Switch has become my home platform. And they talked about 2018 Pokemon RPG. I'm rooting for them. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's, if it gets pushed back. Honestly, take your time, make sure it's right. But if they can deliver a Smash Brothers and then a Pokemon RPG this year, boom! I mean, this is just going to be one epic year for Nintendo. Okay, so number 1, there's an underlying theme that really connects all of the games that we listed, and even almost the honorable mention, and it's Nintendo's online strategy, their network, what have you. One of the really coolest things that came out like from December was that the people behind Discord said, hey Nintendo, if you guys want, we'd love to manage your online and voice communication network. And if you guys haven't used Discord, they do a fantastic job. In fact, I don't see myself downloading some kind of Switch app for the phone. I have it. It just seems so burdensome when you're trying to do voice chat and all of that. It needs to be baked in to the operating system. It can't just exist in this third-party kind of world. So for me, if I'm going to sit down and play Nintendo games online, honestly, I'm going to probably pull up Discord. That's where my communities are. That's where the workforce is. That's where all of this gets connected in and of itself. And if Discord can come along, partner with Nintendo, and deliver just the quality that they have in the environments they have, this would be phenomenal. Plus, it connects, again, all of these environments that you're already connected into. Now, who knows if this is a long shot? Nintendo's partnered with, different people in the past to kind of provide their online network. And I know some people are afraid about a subscription fee for Nintendo Online. And if the quality it comes up to at least somewhat PS4, Xbox Live levels, even if it's a step down and it's cheaper, that's better. They've continued to say it's free up to now, right? The problem is that it's always just been awful. And that, Nintendo's just kind of like been dragged into this world, and they've fought it every step of the way, and they've wanted to make it free, but then at the end of the day, it's so hard to connect and to have that, that group chat, to have be able to jump into parties and get connected with people, that it just, I think their data shows people aren't interested in it. And we just go play elsewhere where it's easier to play. Nintendo has delivered the games. They have a great platform. And if they can come out with an online service this year that just brings it all together, Smash Brothers, we talked about games. I'm looking at Secret of Mana, all these classic games, all these multiplayer games, give me the ability to connect with my friends easily, see who's online, which they already somewhat do, which that's they're making steps, but we still right now have to share friend codes, and I hate friend codes. It's like I don't even know mine, so it always ends up being a hassle, as opposed to saying, hey, I'm Bryn Salazar on Nintendo Online or what have you. Then they could connect in with an easy way to identify me with a series of actual human readable numbers and letters, as opposed to this random configuration of codes in and of itself. It's like you got your social, you got your driver's license number, and you got your Nintendo Friends ID. You got to remember all three of those, and we're gonna let you play with us. But anyway, I'm just obviously being really silly on that one. But guys, that is it. I think if they hit these top 5 things, this is for me. Now, I'd love to know what your top 5 or 10 are, whether it be games, services, what have you. If they're able to sit back and really just, within 1 year, we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of Switch. It's outselling everything. It's breaking records. It's breaking the bank. This is great. I'm happy for Nintendo. I'm happy to be back as a Nintendo fan. This is the system that I said I want them to win me back. They have won me back, and I really want them to keep me. If they can basically take 2017, and and continue with that momentum, this is going to be the best year ever for Nintendo fans. For gamers, in and of itself, we're not even going to go into all the various topics we can, especially regarding microtransactions and loot boxes. But for gamers itself, Nintendo continues to deliver a great quality experience. Doom on this thing's fantastic. They do, and then third parties are actually selling and doing well. This has the, this could be the new SNES. And that's for me. The SNES was my favorite Nintendo system and platform. But for you, it could be different. It could be the N64. It could be the GameCube. It could be the NES. Again, sound off in the comments below. Let's have that conversation. And guys, I am obviously excited. I cannot wait to share and experience what Nintendo has to offer with us in 2018. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. I wish you guys the best. I hope you're having a fantastic week. We'll talk soon. There's so much more that we can talk about. And you can bet that we'll be here talking with you and having that conversation. So for Work to Game, my name's Ryan. Thanks so much for watching this video. We hope to see you on our next. But until then, we hope you have a fantastic week and take care.
Hey guys, Chris here. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see our next video, go ahead and click right there. If you'd like to see our vlog, click down below. The subscribe button should be right below me here, and you should see all of our contact information. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.